if you are a gym goer, you know we have to stay consistent with whatever it is that we're doing. And it's the little things like this when it comes to either taking your food on the go or getting better food options wherever it is that you're going. All of these are going to make the biggest difference, and it's going to help hold us accountable to actually get closer to our goals. What's up, everyone? David here. Got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Now, the whole goal for this video, I'm talking to y'all who are going to be traveling, specifically those of you who will be hitting the gym. You know, you got that gym lifestyle. Doesn't matter whether you're a bodybuilder, power lifter, CrossFit athlete, doesn't matter. Any fashion of fitness, and you're concerned about your diet and sticking to it while traveling, this video is for you. We're gonna be going over the tips and trips of how you could better travel while also packing your food, or at least trying to stay as close as you can to your diet while you're on the road. Because let's be completely honest, those of us who are into fitness, we're stuck in our own ways. We are creatures of habit. There are certain routines we gotta stick to, certain diets we gotta attend to, certain times that we have to eat it specifically, certain gym routines. You know, just we have things that we specifically have to do, and we know exactly how and when to do them. And since we're in such a solid routine, I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, I like sticking to the routine. I hate sometimes having to go travel because I know it kind of drives off a little bit from what my normal routine is. And if that's you, luckily, we got some tips and trips here. So the biggest concern or the biggest struggle that I deal with when I travel is going to be, how can I either A, take my food with me on the go, or B, once I'm there, how can I stick to my diet as close as possible? Because when we're all going on vacation, work trips, business trips, whatever it may be, it can be easy to just go out and eat at a restaurant, eat some junk food, whatever, a couple of days off the diet. It's so easy to do that. But if you're truly committed to your goals, why not actually make an effort to stick to the diet and take your food with you, or prepare food wherever it is that you're going, so that way, you know, you can hit your macros and whatever your dietary needs are. So I got a couple of things right here that are both gonna help you take your food with you on the go, or how to prepare food once you're already there. So right off the gate, we're gonna go ahead and assume that wherever it is that we're traveling to, you're gonna be staying in a hotel, obviously, or an Airbnb, something along the lines of that. I'm primarily going to be sticking to the idea that, let's just say we don't have a stove. We have nowhere to actually cook food from scratch. Let's just say, like most hotels, they only have a mini fridge and maybe a microwave. Those are the only two things we're going to be concerning ourselves with. If you already know wherever it is that you're traveling with, you have a stove, well, that makes it a lot easier. But just for the sake of the video, microwave and mini fridge. That's all we're working with. Number one, supplements right here. I got a couple of vitamins, I got creatine, I got protein powder. I'm pretty sure many of you take some type of supplements. If you don't, all right, no big deal. But for those of you who do, most likely these are gonna be the common ones: creatine, pre-workout, and some form of vitamin. The thing is, there's not really travel size packs that you can take. Usually protein powder comes in this giant bag or a giant jar. The creatine one, obviously, is no joke. It's a decent sized jar. Pills, obviously, I got a multivitamin here. I got fish oil. You have to take all of these things daily, but if we're traveling for, let's just say, 4 or 5 days, maybe up to a week, are you really gonna be taking all of these giant jars and bags with you on the go? No, it's gonna take up too much space in your bag. It's gonna be uncomfortable, and it's gonna be inconvenient to travel everywhere you go with it. So what you can do, and that's gonna go hand in hand with the first tip, is gonna be grab yourself some of these little guys right here. This right here is a little container that's used to hold protein powder. And what's good about these is usually they can screw on to the bottom of a protein shaker cup. So go ahead and go to Amazon or go wherever. They're super cheap. You can go ahead and find yourself these little, I call them canisters. I don't know, because they remind me of that, but you can call them like little containers, protein powder, screw-on lids, whatever. Just enter something and you'll find something along the lines of this. It's meant for supplements, but what I like to do is, instead of having to take all of this with me, I go ahead and take these with me, but I fill it up with all this. So in here, it's already actually pretty full. Look at that. Oh, right there, bad lighting. So on top of it, you see oats, but here's what I'm working with here. I'm gonna try to drink my protein shakes that I would otherwise be drinking here if I was at home. In here, I got a scoop of protein powder that came from here, a scoop of creatine, a scoop of glutamine, and half a cup of oats.
all of this I can eat while I'm over there, wherever it is I'm traveling. But the thing is, even vitamins I can take with me. You wanna know why? It's because a lot of these, on the lid, there's a little screw compartment that you could uncap like that. Go ahead, fill it up with whatever vitamins you're taking throughout the day. So if you're someone who's like taking a lot of pills for health purposes, obviously not some type of drug that's gonna harm your health, you go ahead and put them in there. Look, I got 3 daily vitamins in there. And then boom, screw it on there, it stays, take it with you. So now you don't have to take all of these jars and bags with you. You could just take this. However many days you're gonna be staying there, that's how many of these you should buy and take them with you. And even then, it doesn't even have to be this. What you can do is just take like little Ziploc bags and just portion it out. You know, those mini ones, put a scoop of everything, put a couple pills, whatever it is, divide them up per serving. Real simple. That's gonna save you a lot of space. That's what I personally go with. So that's gonna go ahead and cover supplements, which I know for many of you, your protein shakes, that's gonna be a big concern for you. But here's also what we're working with. You need somewhere, obviously, to, if you're gonna be making a protein shake, you gotta store all this stuff with you. That's where individual containers like this come into play. So I got 2 shaker cups right here. Well, really 1 shaker cup, the regular protein style one. Usually there will be a little shaker ball in there that you shake it up, boom, pop it, drink it. I also got this other bottle, which is just a regular bottle, and I got a regular Tupperware. Now, here's the thing. With this type of meal, the protein shake, or the protein powder, I should say, the oats, if you can bring a container with you, open it up, boom, pour it all in there, pour some water in it, leave it in the mini fridge overnight. Boom, you got some overnight oats. Or if you don't have the Tupperware, go ahead and bring yourself 2 separate bottles when you're traveling. One of which can just be for your water, and then the other one can also be for just protein shakes, or if you're gonna be taking, somehow find a way to bring milk with you, that could be for all the supplements, because you know, it's got a weird after smell to it if you leave protein powder or protein shake in a jar and you don't wash it right away. So go ahead and get yourself 2 of those. But even if you do wanna make a protein shake, how are you supposed to drink solid oats like this? Let's just say you're even gonna be taking bananas with you. What happens if you're in a rush? You don't have time to eat the banana wherever it is you're going. Maybe you are going to a business conference. Let's just say you're on a time crunch. You don't actually have the time to sit there and eat the solid food, chew through it. No, you can blend it. But let's just say you're staying in a hotel instead of an Airbnb and there's no blender. This right here, this is actually a gold mine right here. This is the find of the day. I highly encourage y'all to get this. It is literally a portable blender. It is so small. It's from Ninja, so you already know it's gonna be a good brand. It's 60 bucks, which for some people might be a bit much, but if you look at the convenience factor, especially if you're someone who you know you're gonna be traveling a lot, I personally think it's a good investment, and it doesn't have to plug into anything. It's actually chargeable. So whatever, you grab your charger that you use to charge your phone, you go ahead and charge this, take it with you. It's super small. I mean, look at, compared to the size of a shaker cup, it's practically the same size. So why wouldn't you take it with you on the go? This way, now you can blend protein shakes on the go. All you gotta do is charge it up like the same way you would charge your phone, press the button, and it's super quiet. It does not make a lot of noise, which is good. And it actually blends very smoothly. Again, it's Ninja. Ninja is already a good brand. We already know about that. So the fact that they created one, this was meant for traveling. So if you're a bodybuilder, weightlifter, gym goer, you wanna take your protein shakes on the go, you wanna blend them, definitely get yourself one of these. Highly encouraged. Okay, but now let's just say we already made our protein shake, but we put something in it that normally would have to be refrigerated. So let's just say you found a way to take milk with you on the go, and you blended a banana or some fruit or something in there. We all know it's gotta stay cold. You can't just let it out in the heat. It's gonna go bad. So how can we keep it cold or keep it cool so it won't go bad, it won't go to waste? This and this, that's gonna be coming into play right here. So we got lunch boxes, because again, if you're gonna be taking these bottles with you and they're full of protein shakes, protein water, you wanna drink it cold. Obviously, you don't wanna, especially right here in this LA heat, you don't want it going to waste. But what's key here is what else is inside the bag. ice packs. Most mini fridges and hotels have a small freezer section that you can go ahead and use. And even if it doesn't, if it just has the regular fridge, all right, if you can at least put this overnight in the fridge, it will stay cold for at least a solid amount of time, at least enough to hold you off until it's actually time to drink your shake. But if it does have a freezer section, buddy, these ice packs come in handy. And there's various sizes. They're super cheap. Right here, I got this one that costs like $2. This one costs $1. And then this smallest one right here costs 50 cents. So you see, varying sizes, whatever it is that you need, go ahead and put it inside the bag. Boom, go ahead and put your protein shake in there. Go ahead and put your regular water in there. Zip it up, put it in your drawstring bag, wherever it is that you're vacationing to. If you're going sightseeing, if you're gonna be going to an expo, you can take it with you on the go. That is super convenient. That covers anything that has to be refrigerated. And usually it would be something along the lines of liquids. But what happens if we are dealing with something that is a solid food? Well, that's when we got these little guys right here. Travel tip, take cans of tuna with you. I mean, you can literally eat them. They do not go bad. You keep them in the can. Whenever it's time to eat, pop one open, grab a fork, boom, go for it. If you want to go ahead and mix it with other things, go ahead, mix it with some mayonnaise, whatever it is that you do nowadays. That's where the importance of this little container comes into play as well. Go ahead, pour it in there, mix it in with whatever else you got, cap it, prep it in your hotel, and afterwards put it inside your lunchbox with the ice pack. And then when it's time for lunch, go ahead, pop it out, eat it. Again, it's so much better and a lot cheaper than just going out and eating at a restaurant whenever you're traveling. Find a way to make your own meals at your hotel, your Airbnb, whatever, if you're someone who's trying to stick as close as you can to your normal diet. Now, let's just say you don't want to eat food cold and you actually brought some with you on the go, but you don't want to eat it cold. Let's just say you're going on a road trip and before you left home, you went ahead and made some steak, some rice, and you want to take it with you on the go, but you don't want to eat it cold because now you're on the road. There's no microwaves out on the road. These little guys will be coming into play. So let's move this out the way. Thermos right here. That's the actual brand name, man. Thermos, that's the actual brand name one. And then we got the no name generic one. At the end of the day, they do the same thing. It's just an insulated container that keeps food hot once you put it in there. Now, the thermos, it's pretty big. I can go ahead and put 2 meals worth of chicken and rice, steak and rice, potatoes, whatever it is that I'm making that has to be warm. I can usually put 2 meals worth in here because this is the bigger size. There is one that's a little smaller, which is usually for the serving of 1 meal, but I mean, if you already know you're gonna be eating multiple times a day, I highly encourage you get the big one. But if you're having a hard time kind of eyeballing, when am I halfway? Do I stop eating right here or here? Go ahead and get yourself the smaller one. This one's a little smaller, a little thinner. It's a no-name brand. This thing was like, I think 30 bucks, but it definitely works. It keeps it a lot warmer. This one was only $15 and it keeps the food warm, but not quite as long from this. But I mean, if you know you're gonna be eating it soon, then might as well just go with the cheaper one. I mean, they all do the same thing. It keeps the food warm, but at the end of the day, at least you have food in the first place, all right? Don't get too caught up in the little things. They all do the same thing. And it's a similar concept when it comes to your water bottles. Some people go with this. Some people, they wanna go with a hydro flask. But I mean, if you got an ice pack that costs $1, and this thing that costs like 10 bucks, I think that's a lot cheaper and more convenient than having to carry a hydro flask that costs you $40, $50, $60. I mean, at the end of the day, it all does the same thing. It's a container with a screw-on lid that holds a liquid. I mean, what more do you want? But for solid food, go ahead and pack it in this. The good thing about actual thermos, the brand name one, it actually comes with a built-in fork in it and it folds up inside of the cap, so you don't even have to worry about that. Because if you're someone like me, I always make sure I pack my food, make sure I got everything, but for some reason, I always forget to bring the utensils. I always forget to bring a plastic fork, a plastic spoon, a knife. I always forget that. So it's just so helpful that this thing already comes with its own fork that comes folded up in here. Oh, I'm sorry, not fork, spoon. But regardless, game changer. Now, the final tip of when it comes to traveling and taking your food with you on the go is, and this is one of the biggest things that I've been doing as of late when it comes to wherever it is that I'm traveling, whether it's a work conference, a business trip, or just on vacation. For example, with my girlfriend, the most recent vacation I went to, my girlfriend and I went to Tulum, Mexico, and I actually made a whole video about this. I made a big on the budget grocery shopping haul in Tulum, Mexico. Wherever it is that you're traveling, scope out the Airbnb, scope out the hotel, wherever it is you're staying, see what you have. Do you have a stove? Do you have a blender? Do you have a microwave? What is it that you have that can either hold food or prepare food? And then based off of that, go ahead and hit up your local supermarket, grab an Uber. Usually all these vacation sites, they'll have convenience stores, mini markets, whatever it is, really close to wherever it is that you're going. I'm pretty sure anywhere that you are, especially if you're someone who's traveling to California or you're from California like myself, there's a supermarket literally 10 minutes in any direction. Go ahead and head over to that market and grab whatever necessary food it is that you need for those next couple of days that you're gonna be traveling, and then take it back to your hotel, take it back to your Airbnb. Now, if you don't have a stove, but you do have a microwave, the big thing right there, frozen foods. This is really gonna be helping out. Like I said, my girlfriend and I, we got a bunch of frozen food. Easy, just put it in the fridge, mini fridge, the freezer section, and then the next day when it's time to eat, hold it up, pull it out, go ahead and put it in the microwave, heat it up. And then that's why it's important to bring that container. So wherever it is that you have to go, once you heat it up, boom, you have a container. The container is just so useful. There's so many things that you can put in here. If you want to go ahead and buy some milk and some cereal from the store, go ahead, boom. This doubles up as a bowl. Go ahead and put it in there, down it, wash it. Okay, no big deal. Next meal that it's time to eat, microwave a couple of these. All right, afterwards, put them in here and then you take it with you on the go. Boom, so convenient. For those of you who are worried about sticking to your diet, there are healthier options when it comes to the frozen food section. I mean, this is Costco. There's no guarantee there's gonna be one next to you wherever it is that you're gonna be traveling to, but you get the idea of eating someone healthy. These are not necessarily the unhealthy chicken nuggets most people would assume, but they are just solid chicken breast chunks. And for the bodybuilding world, this thing right here has been really blowing up and it's super convenient. I mean, if you look at the macros, the nutrition facts, definitely a lot healthier comparing to, let's just say, the Tyson chicken nuggets or the Kid Dino nuggets, things like that. Because this is legitimately, it is a chicken breast cut up into chunks with just a slight amount of breading on it. It doesn't taste fatty and greasy the way most chicken nuggets would taste. It legitimately tastes like I prepared a chicken breast and just chopped it up. So you can go ahead and find yourself things like this. You can go ahead and get yourself like those little 1 minute packets of rice or like something along the lines of that. They take 1 minute in the microwave to heat up. They're like single serving packs of rice. Go ahead and find little things like that. Wherever it is that you're going, I guarantee they're gonna be having some type of market, some type of mini mart, whatever it is, something along the lines of that. Go ahead and walk over or take an Uber, grab what you need, and then take it back. You can even grab yourself something like frozen, you can even go ahead and grab yourself something like Greek yogurt. You can go ahead and grab yourself some milk, some fresh fruit. So you can go ahead and blend yourself some fresh shakes, things like that. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're really committed to your goals and you want to stay as close as you can to sticking on your diet when you're traveling, whether it be for a business related event or just vacation, there are definitely ways around it. You just got to be a little resourceful. Take these things with you. Majority of what I just showed you right now is TSA friendly. All right, you're going to have no problem at the airport getting through. Okay, so take whatever you can with you, and whatever you can take, find somewhere, wherever it is that you're going to, your destination, where you can acquire more of those things, take it back to your Airbnb, take it back to your hotel, boom, you got your meals, you're set, you're good to go. There you have it, everyone. Hopefully this video was helpful. The whole reason why I made this video is because I personally am going to be traveling in a couple of days, and all of these things I'm already starting to look into, and I like sticking to routine. I hate going off my diet. I hate going off my routine, just as I'm sure many of you are. Again, if you are a gym goer, you know we have to stay consistent with whatever it is that we're doing, and it's the little things like this when it comes to either taking your food on the go or getting better food options wherever it is that you're going. All of these are going to make the biggest difference, and it's going to help hold us accountable to actually get closer to our goals. So hopefully it was helpful. Comment down below if it was. Comment down below also any other tips and tricks that you may have when it comes to, you know, traveling, food related things like that. You get what I'm trying to say here. Also, comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diet, workouts, programs, whatever it is, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help y'all out. Be sure to subscribe not just to this channel, but my girlfriend's channel and our couple's channel so you don't miss on any new videos. Because remember, new videos every week across the board for all 3 channels. For this channel specifically, new videos every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. So don't miss out. And then Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on my accounts, my girlfriend's accounts, couple's accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.